We are in need of a new vehicle, and that vehicle is going to be an aircraft of some sort. I'm actually thinking it is going to be a plane. We are going to build it so that it is actually a land takeoff plane instead of a water takeoff plane, and hopefully we'll be able to fly from here at our base all the way out to the enemy bases down here in order to attack them, and then we need to be able to return. How hard is this going to be? I'm not entirely sure, but let's go ahead and get started. There are lots of enemies in Stormworks, from Navy ships to helicopters armed with rockets and even some tanks. It is our goal to eradicate those enemies from the world. Welcome to Stormworks Search and Destroy. Okay, so since we are going with propellers, we're going to go ahead and build something either World War I-y or World War II-y, which is kind of odd, but let's go ahead and see how it goes. So, first things first, I actually want to build a circle. It might be a little bit weird to build it this way, but I think it might actually be really cool to do it this way as well. So, shove that guy in there like that, there we go. Shove this guy under the top of this, and essentially we are going to make it into a big old circle. Whack that guy into there, do this guy right here, and finally that one right there. Awesome. Circular plane, it is. Beautiful. Alright, shove that guy into there too. That'll work. From there, we're going to have to build the rest of it into it, and I'm not sure how that's going to go. So, I think we'll start out by trying to do a nose cone. I have no idea how this is going to go. I think it's going to look quite chunky, but we will see. So, I think if we start out at the bottom and we do something along the lines of this, there we go, upwards by one, that is going to work. We're then going to go ahead and do the opposite. So, this is going to go in here like this, and we'll drag that down. Okay. From there, we go ahead and shove one of these guys in, and yeah, that totally works. So, I'm going to go ahead and continue this forwards until we get to a point, and then we'll start building the rear of the aircraft. Alright guys, there is the start of our aircraft. Now you might be thinking, that looks kind of jet fightery, and I guess you'd be correct. It is weird, and it's going to be a propeller plane, so it's even weirder. So, I don't know where we go from here. Do I go ahead and build the rear of the aircraft and just hope for the best? I actually think I do, so yeah, that's what we're going to move on to next. The issue is, though, actually getting to a point where, I don't know, I guess it's easy to make that right, if that makes sense. So I'm going to go backwards all this way to here, and we're actually going to go ahead and start building it back in to be round again. So shove that bit onto there, very nice. These pieces back here should be rounded off, but they're not going to be. So, yeah. Okay, right, I guess that's fine. From here, though, we actually need to go ahead and start extending it inwards so that it tapers off to a point. I don't know how hard that's going to be to do, though, so I think if we go ahead and shove this onto here like this. Alright, good, so we shove that guy into there like that, and we just do this piece. There we go. I don't know whether going backwards in a straight line like this is a good idea. It might be, it might not be, I actually have no idea. Oh, I don't know. Okay, so it might look really, really weird now. I've gone ahead and added a huge point to the back end, and I love it. I actually really like this thing so far. The only issue I would say with it is obviously this bit right here is very flat, but maybe we could do something with that. We could probably turn it into something. I'm not sure what the something is just yet, but something, maybe. Alright, so with that being said, how about we start trying to add some wings to this? I have literally no idea where these wings are going to go. I'm thinking they are going to get built somewhere off of here. So I'm actually going to go and delete those guys as we go forwards. Shove that guy into there like that and do this. And then I kind of want to like build upwards, but also outwards. You know, because that doesn't look right. However, maybe it'll look right if I did it like this, let's say. Yeah, I think that would actually work out quite nicely. So I'm going to build in a few of these. We're going to go with like a bunch, to be fair. So we go all the way out there like this. There we go. And then I'm going to have to try and figure out how to merge it in with the actual aircraft. But we're going to have it come forwards. A whole bunch. There we go. All right, awesome. And I'll leave it somewhat like that. That looks weird. That looks so weird. Is there any way that I could actually do this? No, not really. Not really. What are the other options that I could use? I could do this, maybe? Yeah, so, like, that goes down to... I can't do it. I can't actually attach it on there. Nah, because then it's going to be, like, too wide, isn't it? Ooh. Oh, I don't know how to feel about this now. Alright, you know what? We're just going to go with it anyway. This is fine. So, we're now going to start building some engines into here. They're gonna be 3 blocks high, yes, and then we're gonna go with one of these, and actually, they are just gonna be boxes. Nah, I don't want them to be boxes. I can't do it. I don't want them to be boxes. We're gonna go ahead and shove that guy into there, just like that. We're gonna shove this guy onto the bottom, just like this, and they're gonna follow a very similar shape to the actual thingamabobby itself. Yeah, the actual aircraft fuselage. So shove those guys onto there, delete those ones, whack these guys into here like this, and build them around, yeah. On this piece on the top, though, we're going to go ahead and squish them, and they're going to be flat across the top edge. Okay, I mean, that looks weird as... Oh, I don't know whether to keep this. I could just have them flat. If I had flat wings, it would work. But I don't want it to just work, you know? Alright, I've deleted those little bits that looked like wings, and we're going to go ahead and just shove these guys together really quickly, and then I can figure out where I actually want these to go afterwards, which is, you know, a fine way of doing it. Shove that guy in there, shove this guy in here, and connect them all together at the bottom. We're then going to do a very similar thing at the top, just like so, and same thing over here. Bosh that in there, do this guy across the top, awesome. I do think moving these down might be the best option, but I just don't know. Yeah, you know what? The best option for us is to have them lower. So go ahead and lower it down to like there-ish? Yeah, I guess. Oh, I don't know. If I send this out, we'll see. So yeah, around there. Paste that in. Very nice. Delete this guy. And we're going to do exactly the same thing with this one over here. Grab it from there, down to here, out to the side, out to the back. Cut it, drop it down to there. Paste it in. One lower, I think. Yep, there we go, good. Delete that guy, merge it together. That is awesome. What does that look like? Oh, really weird. It looks really, really weird. Kind of ugly from the front, but that's fine. Alright guys, so this is where we're currently at. I've added some little supports to the engines on the sides, and I've actually gone ahead and extended the back sort of sideways a little bit. From there, we're going to go and extend it out sideways and... backwards. I actually might do it with this. It might be a bad idea, but let's try. So I want to go outwards, probably like 3 of these. I'm then going to attach all of those together like this. There we go. And obviously we're going to have control surfaces on the back edge. But that's fine. We can totally do that. The next thing I wanted to do is to actually add our vertical stabilizers on the edges, kind of like this. There we go. So that's going to go there. We're going to go ahead and build these ones on this side downwards a little bit, and that looks awesome. This entire aircraft actually looks pretty sick. It is starting to look a little bit like those French aircraft, though, from World War II. I just can't remember what they're called. But you know what I mean? They have, like, that tail, that type of tail, anyway, and they're quite pointy. But you know what? It's allowed to look like that, so maybe it can. Alright, so, what do I want to do from there? Well, I'm going to go ahead and give a shape to the front of this wing. We currently have, how many blocks there? 6 blocks before we hit the engine. So, let's just go ahead and go from here down to there. I mean, that would work. That would sort of work. Anyway, if I did it from here, that would definitely work. Yeah, there we go. And if I shove that into there, that's sort of fine. Kind of. Sort of, kind of fine. Go ahead and shove these guys onto here. We can actually build this in and around. That's all good. There we go. There we go. And there we go. Awesome. Yep, that all works. And then I wouldn't mind actually shoving this guy into here, here, and here. Like this. To give it a little bit of extra detail. And then from there, I'm actually going to go and build it round the sides using these guys. Honestly, it may or may not be a good idea to do this, but who cares? Alright, so go ahead and shove this guy onto there, obviously in the right direction. There we go. We're going to do this guy as well. There we go. We'll build it upwards a few. 1, 2, and same on this side. 1, 2, and we'll shove it across from there as well. 1 there and 1 there. Do this guy across the top. Awesome. Shove this guy into there, just like that. It's weird. It's starting to look pretty weird now. Shove this guy into here like this, and this guy right here like this. And finally these two. That looks so odd, but I think it'll work out. Oh, I don't know. The issue with this is that this is 2 blocks, and I sort of need it to be 3. So, I guess what we could do is just extend it. Grab these guys right here, up to the top and to the back. Cut it, move it upwards by 1, paste it back in. And that's fine. That is actually fine to do. We're going to do the same thing right here. Cut it. Paste it up there. Alright, fill in all of these gaps right here. And I think, maybe, just maybe, that will actually look really good. Alright, there we go. Merge these two together. Merge these two together. And spawn it in. What does that look like? Da-da-da-da-da. Awesome. Yes. As soon as that's got the propellers on it, that is going to look sick. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and build this into the center really quickly. We're going to get ourselves a gearbox, and I'm going to shove that onto there kind of like this. We're then going to get ourselves a propeller, and I'm going to try and shove it onto the front of that. No idea what that's going to look like, though. So if I did it, I'm thinking maybe 3 blades, probably quite large. There we go, 3 blades, quite large. Spawn it in again. And have a little look at that. Is it going to smack into this? I have no idea. I have no idea. I really want them to be really big though. But I'm thinking in order to test it, we could just get ourselves a motor. There we go. Shove that onto there. Get ourselves a battery really quickly. And shove that here for now. And a throttle lever which can go on the front. Alright, awesome. We're then going to go ahead and connect this out to there. And there. We're going to make these guys neutral, so it won't actually move. And that's all good. Yeah, electricity for you, and you. Go! Alright, let's see what happens. Awesome. That is really, really cool. Yeah! So what that means is, these propellers will never touch the actual body itself, which is great. Oh, yeah. That's really nice. I was just thinking as well, by the way, I know a few of you guys are going to hate this idea, so I won't do it just yet. But what if we had push props too? I really like the idea of push props. I don't know why, but I really do. But I think that would be really, really cool. Unfortunately, though, I don't think you guys will. Or maybe some of you guys really, really won't, but who knows. So anyway, I'm going to shove that onto there like that. We are going to go ahead and do a 1x2 piece on here as well, obviously. So that's going to go right there like this. Alright, good. And I'm actually going to just drag that forwards a little bit. There we go. Shove this guy into here like this, and this guy onto there, just like that. There we go. Is that weird? Maybe. Who cares? No, I do. I don't actually think the wings should be this short. So, we are probably going to extend this wing this way like so. Shove that guy into there. And yeah, that looks a lot better, I think. Delete the motors. We don't need those. And spawn it in one more time. Okay. Getting the proportions right might be kind of difficult and challenging. But I think we are slowly doing it. Yeah. Alright, so at the back, we're going to go ahead and add our control surfaces now. I kind of want to, so that is why I'm doing it. Control surface, we only have small ones, unfortunately, which is kind of annoying, but it is what it is. Just shove those guys there. We're then going to shove some of them into here as well. And I'm thinking we put it... Oh, higher or lower? Probably lower, right? We'll just shove it on here like this. And these two are going to be the same as well. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I guess that works. From this piece, we're going to go ahead and send it downwards, just like this. And we're going to go to a point, I think. Oh, actually, you know what? What if we just did this? That works, I guess. Yeah, I think if it was backwards a little bit, I think it would look nicer. So that's what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and start it down here and build it upwards going backwards this way. And that will definitely look nicer. Yes. Okay, cool. Oh, I'm so happy with this so far. Yeah, so the way I see it, we've actually got a lot of room for actual fuel inside of this thing. We definitely have room for a seat inside the cockpit, which is great. This needs to be deleted, that's okay. With engines this big, we're definitely going to have enough horsepower and stuff to get into the sky. We're also going to have enough cylinders to make it very, very efficient. So we'll be able to fly all the way out here. And that's great. The only issue that I'm sort of having right now is figuring out where landing gear is going to go. Because I'm not so sure just yet. Alright, so I'm thinking we go ahead and go to the rear of these engines, and we actually build those in next. So this one's going to go all the way backwards. Same with this one right here. Of course, I need to do this on both sides, so let me go ahead and delete that one. There we go. Send that guy backwards, send this one backwards as well. There we go. And now we can start, I guess, like, moving these ones down. So that one's going to go like this. This one's going to go like that. Okay, that works. Delete these guys at the end, and I might just do this piece and this piece just like that. That then allows me to either do this guy, just like so, which I guess is fine. Yeah, you know what, that's fine. We're then going to go ahead and just shove this guy across there. I'm going to do this guy across here, and I'm going to box this guy off at the back. There we go. On the underside, we're going to do the same thing, but obviously sort of the opposite. I say the same thing. Actually, it's a different shape completely, isn't it? So this guy is going to go in here like this. There we go. And we build that guy backwards. I then need to fit it all together. Ooh. Ooh, I don't know how that's going to work, actually. What if I do this? Ooh, that's interesting. All right, shove that guy into there like that. Sorry, I get the hiccups. We're going to go ahead and shove this guy onto here like this. And try and drag it backwards. Okay, that works. And then we need it all to fit together, which may or may not work. Now, you know what? This is actually fine. So if I shove, what am I doing? This guy onto here like this, and I do that. There we go. Same on this side, and then I just box this off with this guy and this guy. It's fine, actually. That is a-okay. It does look a little bit weird for the back of an engine, but it also sort of works. I'm happy with it. Okay, so I've tried to figure out how long my wings need to be, and I'm going to try and make them go out to at least here. Now, I don't really know what shape these should be, so this might be a bit tricky. With that being said, let's just go ahead and add something and hope for the best. Sometimes that's the only way you can do things. So, currently that goes into there quite nicely. We're then going to send this out. Oh, you see, if I send it that way, it just is going to look weird. Especially if it points backwards so much. So maybe if we use 1x4s, it'll actually look a hell of a lot better. So center of the engine, go ahead and send it out to like there. There we go, delete this guy. And I guess we can like fill all of this in. All right, there we go, just like that. Okay, yeah, I think that works. I do, I totally think that works. We're gonna send this guy out like twice more, there we go. And I'm gonna shove this guy on the end like that. That's pretty awesome. That is actually pretty awesome. Nice. I am going to go ahead and angle those bits of the wings as well. Not that I should do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. So, delete that one and this one. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a pivot really quickly. Not a velocity. A velocity pivot would really ruin this. Shove that guy and that guy right there. We got to grab this all the way down to here. Cut and paste it. There we go. And we got to do the same thing on this side as well. So, out to the end. Grab this one. Cut it. Paste it. Let's go ahead and merge this guy with this. There we go, twice over. And same on this side, there we go. And get ourselves a number, which is going to be like 0.1. 0.01 or something. Like something really, really tiny anyway. There we go, shove that back there. And the value 0.02. Let's go with that. It might be, I don't know, useless or pointless doing that, but we're going to try it. Shove those guys onto there. We need a battery. I'm going to shove a battery in the back right now. There we go. And we can connect the electricity to there, and these two as well. What are these two for? Oh, this is for the seat. So the seat is automatically going to go ahead and raise itself up. That makes sense too. So I actually need a number on that, which is going to be 1, I guess. So let's go ahead and push 1 into there. There we go. Good. Connect this guy to this one and this one, and that should automatically lift it up. Okay, so the wings look fine. Nothing has actually changed there. The seat is in position. All right, good. Yeah, so instead of 0.01, maybe it is actually 0.1. There we go. All right, let's see what that is like. Okay. They're up way too far. It's 0.05 then. Let's go with that. Slowly but surely, we will get there. 0.5. All right, spawn that in and have a little look at it. Just like a slight raise in the wings is pretty cool. And I am happy with that. That is awesome. Okay, so looking at the plane from above, this is what we've currently got. I actually really like this thing so far. I might do something back here to make these guys look a tiny bit nicer. But other than that, I like it. I like it a lot. Alright, so, we're in this situation now where I could continue with this right now, or we could go do something else. And honestly, I do think we need to do something else. I need to go get more fuel. So, we're going to go ahead and get our tanker out, and I'm going to go ahead and, I guess, drive down there and get some more. So, let's go ahead and save this. And I guess when we do that, you guys can tell me where the landing gear should go. Also, whether we should have a push-pull prop or not. I think it'd be really cool to have 4 propellers, but also kind of weird. And kind of ugly, maybe. Or cool. I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and save it, and we'll go get the tanker out. Alright, here it is. So let's go ahead and start the engines up. There we go. Throttle up both of these as well, and off we go. So I don't believe last time we actually ended up filling the fuel tank at all. Like the, you know, the cargo tank? I think it all went into the fuel tank. So this time at least, we're going to go ahead and see if this thing can hold as much fuel as we need. We'll see. We'll see what happens here. Oh my, okay, you guys were actually right about something, I think. In one of the previous videos where we actually built this thing, essentially I put all of these air outlets on the deck right here. And unfortunately, on the inside, I don't believe I actually added any ports or anything. So none of these actually do anything currently. So I need to go back, I need to add those, and then we can actually sail out again. Alright, I've just wasted a bit of fuel, but honestly, this thing's pretty quick and actually not too bad in terms of fuel efficiency. So, yes, if I can return it to the workbench, we'll fix all of those things, and then we should be good to go. Okay, guys, we are here at the island. All we need to do now is actually go into there. So, let's go ahead and slow it down in a second, and we'll drive in forwards, I guess? Yeah, let's just go ahead and cut this to 0. There we go. Oh. What's happening? My game just froze. I think it's just gonna... Oh, I think it just crashed. No! Okay, so it turns out we have to do the journey again, which is really annoying. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and drive down there. We currently have 13,000 liters. I think we use about 2,000 to get there. This thing is not efficient. I thought it was. It's just not. Anyway, we'll settle down there again. And this time, hopefully, we managed to get in. Alright guys, we managed to get to the island again. Again, we need to slow it down, and then I can drive it in forwards. I don't know what happened last time, the game died for some reason, but yes, hopefully this time we will be fine. Let's go ahead and make sure we turn into this correctly, and that we do actually manage to get it into the right place, which is just there, and we'll fill it with diesel. Realistically, I could have actually made a jet plane, because we can just buy jet fuel, but I don't know, I feel like it's kind of expensive to do that, isn't it? So a diesel-powered plane is what we're getting. Alright, here we go, move in. I want to try and, like, fit it to the right-hand side if I can. And then we can start filling it up. Alright, let's go ahead and turn this off. And turn this off. Jump out of here. straight across onto this. And then we could grab one of these, turn this on, put that over here into our actual diesel tank. Very nice. And we're going to go ahead and put this into our cargo tank. You know what, actually, I'll put it on this side because I think that'll be easier. I'm also going to get one of the hoses from our own tanker, and I'm going to go ahead and put it back in here. I feel like that makes sense to do. It definitely does. And then I'm going to get back on board. I'm going to go upstairs. There we go. And I'm going to have a little look, see how much fuel we've got. Ooh. Oh, I'm going to spend a lot of money here. 15,000 liters already. We actually set off with 13,000 liters. I have no idea how much this thing can actually hold. And I should be worried because if we have a little look at this thing, it's going to be very, 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 very low in the water. Alright guys, we're at 18,000 liters now. Oh, this just keeps going up. It just keeps going up and up and up. And I can't really tell what my water level is like, so that's interesting. Let's have a little look at this one. 6,000 liters in here. Okay, and this one I don't have a dial down here. It'd be really nice if I did, but I don't. Do I have a way of getting... So I can go through the boat this way. I can then climb up this ladder at the back. It's been ages since I've been on this boat. And then I go through here, up these. There we go, and we're back inside. Okay, 20,000 liters now. Holy! Alright, I'm actually going to go ahead and stop our fuel tank from actually filling up anymore. That's fine. And we're just going to keep filling the cargo tank for a little while. Until, I don't know. I don't really know. When should I stop filling it? How much is it at now? 11,000. Let's keep going for a little bit more. We'll get to 15,000 liters and then we'll head home. Alright, there we go. So, get rid of this. Awesome. And let's see if we can at least float it home. I feel like one of the issues we might have, in fact, we're probably going to have, is reversing out of here. I don't think it's going to be very stable doing that. I'm also going to go ahead and make it daytime so I can see. That makes sense. Alright, let's go ahead and jump up here. Straight onto there. Turn on the engines. Whack it in... Oh, no. Does it have a reverse? Oh. Wait, did I not save it with a reverse gear? Aha. I would say that's an issue. I got a problem. I could have sworn that I'd fixed that issue, but apparently not. So let's go ahead and attach onto this. There we go. We're going to run around this side, and I'm going to start pulling it backwards. Yeah, you might think pulling it backwards from the rear would make sense. And to be fair, that is somewhat true. However, I need to pull it backwards from the front. Oh, because we need the front beast to actually go out, if that makes sense. Alright, that pulled it backwards quite far. Let's go to this one. Yep. It is working. We are slowly pushing it backwards. It's just, it's going to take some getting... Oh, actually, I don't know how I'm going to get it past that one, if that makes sense. There's no extra attach-oni points. Alright, let's go ahead and see if we can attach onto this guy. That'd be great. Come on. Too short. No! Alright, attach it back onto here. Come on! Please! Please work! Alright, attach that one onto here. Hopefully that pulls that in a little bit. Reattach this. Oh, I don't know what to do. Okay, so if you're wondering, like, what the issue is, essentially, I don't have enough money right now to actually get another vehicle to pull this out. So I'm gonna have to spend some time here trying to just drag it. I honestly thought that I'd put a reverse gear into this, and obviously I thought that, because I wouldn't have driven in forwards if I didn't know, or if I knew, if that makes sense. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and have to pull this out manually, and I don't think I can. I actually don't think I can. Alright, you know what? Since this is going to take me ages, I'm actually going to go ahead and end this video here. We do have loads of fuel actually inside this thing, so as soon as we get it back home, it will be great. This thing still needs to be armed with some weapons. I'm thinking some sort of cannon on the front and some sort of cannon on the back would be great. An aerial defense weapon would be awesome too, but I'm not sure we'll get to that. We'll see. Anyway, for now, thank you guys very much for watching. Let me know what you guys think of the plane, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.